Welcome! Let us learn how to read CSV, Excel, and JSON files in Python. Many real-world data files are in CSV, Excel, or JSON formats. Python makes it easy to get information from these files so you can analyze or use it. Let us see how to work with each type step by step. Running the cell now. Why learn to read CSV, Excel, and JSON? Companies, apps, and even simple lists use these files to store information. It is a key skill for jobs in data, research, and programming. Let us start with the very basics first. Running the cell now. Let us check which Python version we are using. Versions 3.6 and above work great for data work. Checking your Python version can help if you see errors later. This printout tells you exactly which version of Python you have installed. Running the cell now. Try running this cell in your Jupyter notebook. What does CSV, Excel, and JSON mean? CSV stands for comma-separated values. It is a simple table in a text file. Excel files are spreadsheets, like those made in Microsoft Excel. Typical extensions are .xls or .xlsx. JSON is a way to store data so computers and people can both read it. Web apps use it a lot. Let us start with CSV files. Running the cell now. We will not need to download anything for this example. Let us make a little CSV file in our workspace to practice. You can always swap these names or numbers to make your own. Here we create a file named sample.csv. We use write mode to make a new file. Each line has a person's name, their age, and their city. This gives us a table with real data to try reading in Python. Running the cell now. You can change names or numbers for practice. Now let us read the CSV file we just created. We will use Python's built-in CSV module. We import the CSV module, which helps us read and write CSV files easily. We open the file for reading. The reader breaks each line into a list of values. We loop through every row and print it out so you can see the data as lists. Every list is a row in our table. Running the cell now. Can you spot all the names and cities? Try changing them above and run this again. Like the video if you are learning something new. It can be easier to use column names to get values. DictReader makes each row a dictionary using the first row's headers. Again we open the file with open. DictReader lets us access columns by their names instead of by position. Here we print each person's name and city directly. This can make code easier to read and fix. Running the cell now. Try printing the age as well for practice. Sometimes, data is missing from a CSV file. Let us see how to give default values if something is missing. DictReader lets us use the get method. We give each column a default value if it is missing. Now the printout will always work, even if some fields are empty. This is helpful so programs do not break on missing data. Each message is a short sentence about the person. Running the cell now. Change a value in your sample file to blank and run this again. Pandas is a popular tool for working with data tables in Python. Let us use it for the same CSV file as before. We import pandas and call it PD, which is the usual nickname. Read_CSV quickly loads your data into a table called a data frame. This printout looks more like a spreadsheet. Pandas is very powerful for data analysis. Running the cell now. Try changing the file name and see what happens. Sometimes your CSV may have different column names or none at all. You can give names yourself using the Names option. We make a list of our desired column names. By passing names and telling pandas where the header is, we get our names instead. This can make working with messy files much easier. Running the cell now. Try renaming the columns with your own labels for practice. Large CSV files can have extra columns you do not need. We can pick certain columns to load using usercols. Here we decide which columns we want out of our file. The usercols option lets pandas skip the rest and only load these. This can save memory and time with big files. Running the cell now. Try adding another column above, then use it here. Now let us move to Excel files. You can save any data frame to Excel with pandas. Later you will learn how to read it back in. This code saves our data to an Excel spreadsheet file. Index equals false tells pandas not to save row numbers. You should see a sample_data.xlsx file appear in your files. Running the cell now. Try opening the file in Excel or Google Sheets to view it. Now let us load the Excel file we just saved. Reading Excel files is very similar to reading CSV. pd_read_Excel works almost like read_CSV. This loads the spreadsheet into a data frame again. You can work with Excel files without having Microsoft Excel installed. Running the cell now. You can save, modify, and reload as much as you want. Excel files can have multiple sheets like pages in a notebook. Let us ask pandas to list all sheet names, then choose one to read. Excel file gives us more options, like finding all sheet names. We print the sheet names to see what is in the file. Now we load the first sheet of the workbook. That lets you work with a certain page or table, not just the first one. Running the cell now. Try making a file with 2 sheets and reading both. Now let us try JSON files. We will make and save a small JSON example. We make a list of dictionaries with names, ages, and favorite pets. The open and JSON.dump lines will write that data as a JSON file. This is a format many websites or apps will use. Running the cell now. You can use strings, lists, or numbers in JSON. Now we will load the JSON file we just made. You can loop over each person's information. JSON.load loads the data from the file into a list of dictionaries. We can loop through each person and print their details. Notice how the pets field stores lists. You can see all the information is back in Python, ready to use. Running the cell now. Try changing a pet's name or adding another field. Pandas can quickly turn many JSON files into table form. Let us see how it shows our data. Read_JSON loads the JSON file as a data frame. It will try to guess what to make columns for. Lists may look a bit different in table form. Running the cell now. Try exploring other options in read_JSON with help pd_read_JSON. JSON files can have data in layers, called nesting. Let us make one and show how to read it safely, even if things are missing. We make a list where the details key contains another dictionary. Some people may have their age missing. Default values like unknown help prevent crashes. When you use get with a dictionary, you avoid errors if a key is not there. Notice how this gives you a safe and readable result. We open and load the nested JSON. We use get for details, then again for name and age. This prints out each person's info, filling blanks as needed. Running the cell now. Try removing age from a row and see the output. Let us build a little program together. It will ask the user which file type to open, then show the data. Input asks the user for their choice of file type. We clean up their answer and make it lowercase so it matches our checks. Depending on their answer, the code uses pandas to load the chosen file. If something is not recognized, a simple message appears. If a file is found and loaded, it prints out the table. Try entering CSV, Excel, or JSON to see what happens. Running the cell now. Practice, try adding more file types or file names. Subscribe and share for more Python guides. Big files can be a lot to print at once. Pandas has a handy function to preview the first rows. df.head shows just the first 2 rows of the table. You can change the number if you want more or fewer. This is very handy to check your file before loading everything. Running the cell now. Practice, try head 1 or head 5 for different amounts. Mistakes happen. Sometimes a file is missing or the name is wrong. Use try and except to handle errors without stopping your program. This code tries to read a file that does not exist. The except block runs only if Python cannot find the file. It prints a friendly message to help fix the mistake. You can use this trick in bigger programs too. Running the cell now. Try changing the file name until it works. Recap, you now know how to read CSV, Excel, and JSON files in Python. Practice loading different file types and handling missing data. Use pandas for quick, powerful table work. Try reading files with multiple sheets or nested data. Handle file errors gently with try except. With these skills, you can work with almost any data in Python. Running the cell now. Thanks for learning with us. Like this video, subscribe for more lessons, and share with friends if you found it useful. Leave a comment about which file type you plan to use. Happy coding and see you in the next video. Running the cell now.